What up, Kings? This your host, Obed. Welcome to today's episode of King's Table. That's Kings with a Y. Today, I answer the question, how is your relationship like with your father? Now, before I get into it, if you haven't liked, commented, subscribed, shared, or followed this poster page, go ahead and do so. Show the boys some love. Now, back to the answer. I feel like everybody, actually, no, it's not what I feel. It is a reality that everybody's relationship with their father was different, right? Some people had good relationships. Some people had bad relationships. Some people didn't have a relationship. But it just goes back to show like who we are now is a result partially of our relationship with our father, right? The other part is with our mother. And what I believe is like, as men, if we don't heal from our wounds, if we're not taught the appropriate etiquettes and morals and values of what it is to be a man, then we go into our feminine, right? And it's vice versa for women. Whereas if they don't have a man who has morals and values and a backbone, they enter into their feminine, right? And this happens because naturally we have these energies within us that align us with this polarity. And when we don't receive that, or when that's not nurtured, we default back into the opposite polarity of our gender energies, masculine energy, feminine energy. And I've seen the importance of what it is to have a father role model in a family for both men and women. I can guarantee, just from like my experience and the people I've talked to, like a lot of the women that are on this like hustle mentality, gotta get this paper, they have daddy issues that are unresolved because that's a masculine trait. And it goes back to because they didn't have a masculine energy to nurture what it is to be a man, to provide, right? To show them love, right? And vice versa for men. And I think this is an opportunity for us as men. And I always like to bring it back to us because ultimately, we're the captain of our ship, the master of our destiny, right? We got to dig within us. We got to pull out that love and create it and put it out into the world. Whatever we've hurt, wherever we've been hurt, whatever causes harm, we have to heal and embrace the masculinity that's within us. Because ultimately, that's what this world needs. This world needs healthy masculinity. Now, as far as like going back to the relationship with our fathers, like, it goes back to, that our parents operated in the best frame that they could have for us with what they knew, right? We're in a day and age where we know better because we know more. Now we can do more, right? We got to end this trauma that's been carrying on for generations unto us and stop it, or do everything in our power to limit it from being passed on to our seed, right? Because at the end of the day, the only thing we're passing that lives throughout time and history is emotion, right? And this emotion, it's like telephone, right? You say one thing and then every generation later gets manipulated into something different, right? So we got to make sure that what's being said and what's being heard is clear in the sense of our emotions and how we show up in life. Because that way the next generation will be able to carry that on to the other generations after us. Now, with that being said, Kings, fix your crown. The world needs you.